My name is Dave Nesbit.
Thought you were finished with doing weird stuff.
This is A Mind Apart, and welcome to my review of a film called Kaboom. Kaboom actually creates its own really interesting niche category. It's a mixture of a college sex comedy, murder mystery, and bisexual softcore porn film. Brought to you by Greg Araki. Now, if you're not familiar with Greg Araki's work, he's really well known for doing indie films that kind of cover a whole spectrum of very serious sexual subjects and things along those lines. Now, in this one, I think he just decided, you know what, I've done an awful lot of serious films, now would be a great time to have a little fun. And in that case, this is where the film works really, really well. The main character of the film is a young man by the name of Smith.
I get with guys sometimes. Sexually, I mean.
Played by Thomas Dekker, who played John Connor in the Sarah Connor Terminator Chronicles. He's about to turn 19, he's at an art college in California, and he's there with his best friend, Stella. Stella is a very interesting young lady who, quite frankly, gets all the best lines in the film. Like this.
I refuse to do this assignment because you're a sexist loser who has no fucking clue what you're talking about.
And this.
You're going. Lorelei, this hot girl from my emotion painting class, invited me.
Lorelei? As in legendary siren luring helpless sailors to their doom?
Yeah, I know. She's gorge and I need a wingman, so you're drafted.
So that you can hook up and ditch me after 5 seconds.
Basically.
And this.
Smith, you were hallucinating. I can't believe I let you drag me out of a very sexy dyke's bed for this.
Stella's kind of like the ongoing comic foil in the entire thing that kind of gives you a centering point of the film, right up until she gets her own subplot that involves a lady by the name of Lorelei. The plot of the film is fairly straightforward in an odd sort of way. Smith has been having dreams for the last couple of years about what's going to happen on his 19th birthday. Stella's trying to guide him into situations where he can basically live his life in a more effective way. She's hooked up with a lady by the name of Lorelei, who happens to be a psychically powered, totally insane witch, and Smith has just stumbled into a murder mystery. Oh, and then he's also met a young lady by the name of London.
What are you doing?
Who is this?
The girl you fucked last night.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
I repeat, what are you doing?
I was kind of in the middle of something right now.
Well, I'm stressed about this exam I have on Monday, and I was thinking I could use a really good orgasm.
And he has a couple of ongoing boyfriends. Did I mention this is a softcore bi-porn film? It's one of the things you're going to notice about this film is that it is paced an awful lot like a feature-length piece of pornography. There's a sex scene in this film, I'd say every 8 to 12 minutes. If things start to drag, well, then Smith is going to have sex with somebody. And for that, it's both kind of entertaining and kind of a parody of the entire genre. The film itself continues on with Smith investigating more and more into this mystery, learning more and more strange things about himself and his family. Side note, his mom is played by the lady who played the doctor in Roadhouse, which, as we all know, is the greatest film ever made.
Yes.
You can definitely tell that Greg Araki is a huge music fan. He has a couple of his favorite alt-rock bands playing in the film itself. The soundtrack itself has a lot of really good songs in it, and he also even includes a few inside jokes about various bands that he's a huge fan of. As to the technical elements, the film itself is really beautifully shot. Every scene in this film just looks amazing. He has a great sense of color even when he's working in darkness, or when he's working out in daylight. He manages to highlight certain colors to bring out some of the aspects of the background of the film. Now, as a warning, you kind of walk into this film knowing that it's going to be a fairly surreal, really, really strange adventure all the way through it. And it really does kind of fall apart in about the last 10 minutes. But it kind of falls apart in much the same way as, I don't know, a professional wrestling match. You know that it's going to be kind of strange. You know that it's going to be odd. There's a whole lot of questions asked, and by the end, you don't really care. You've been taken on such a great journey that you're like, okay, you know, the destination wasn't worth it, but the entire trip all the way through made it totally worth the adventure to go there. So with that in mind, if you're looking for something odd, interesting, I'd recommend this film. If you're looking for standard cinematic fare, maybe not. So, anyway, I'm Dave. This is Millie. This has been A Mind Apart. Special thanks to Steve Gray for working on the camera for me, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye. The fact that you randomly sometimes stick it in a girl does not mean anything beyond you need to monitor your drinking.
The main character of the film is a character...
blah, 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 blah.
The main character of the film is booze. The main character...
Spit it out, man.
Hold on, let me come up with something a little bit more.
Spit it out, it doesn't belong to you.
Alcohol makes it better.
And if you say raise up lights, you just said razor blades in Australian.
Oh. It's like noise. Noise! The main character of the film is a young man by the name of Smith, played by Thomas Dekker, who played John Connor in the Sarah Connor Terminator Chronicles. What do you think? Was that possible? Should I try again? I should probably try again. Yeah.